आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hello friends, welcome. The question states, the average length of all sides of a rectangle equals twice the width of the rectangle. If the area of the rectangle is 18, what is its perimeter? So let us start off by drawing a rectangle. So if I have a rectangle, so I know that all the opposite sides are equal in length and all the angles are 90 degrees. So if I call the longer side length as L and the shorter side, so this is L, and the shorter side is B. So I have the longer side length as L and shorter side length as B, which is breadth, so length and breadth. Now I know that area of this rectangular is L into B, right? So length into breadth, and I have the value of area of the rectangle as 18, so I can say that we have this as 18. So this is one information that we have, and we have been asked the perimeter. So the perimeter is the sum of all the sides. So I have length, breadth and breadth. So I can say perimeter P is equals to length plus breadth, which is equal to nothing but 2 times of length plus breadth. So twice of length plus twice of breadth, because twice of length plus twice of breadth. So these two formulas we must know, and we need to find this value. What is twice of L plus B? So if I have the value of length and breadth, I can actually calculate the value of the perimeter, because I already have a relation which is area is equals to L into B, which is equals to 18. Now, in the question I have been also given a data that the average length of all sides of a rectangle equals twice the width of the rectangle. So what is average, right? So an average is equals to sum of all values. So sum of all the values divided by number of values. So sum of all the values divided by number of values, nothing but average. So here it is given that the average length of all sides of a rectangle equals twice the width of the rectangle. So it's a big statement, so let us break it down in parts. The average length of all sides of a rectangle. So what is an average length or average? Sum of all values upon number of values. It says the average length of all sides of a rectangle. So what are the different sides, right? 2 sides for length and 2 sides for breadth. So let me write that down. So average is equals to sum of all the values. So I'm gonna say length plus breadth, right? And this is divided by number of values. So I'm going to divide this by 4. Length plus breadth by 4. And it says the average length of all sides of a rectangle, which we have already found out, equals twice the width of the rectangle. So this is equals to 2 times breadth or 2 times width, right? Now, so we have one more relation. Now we have 2 variables and we have 2 relations. This is the relation 1, this is the relation 2. So let us solve this particular question. From relation 2, I can actually see that if we multiply both sides by 4, this can actually be written as 2L. So L plus L is 2L plus 2B, because B plus B. And we are multiplying both sides by 4. So this denominator 4 gets cancelled out. This is equals to 4 into 2 into B. So it's 2B, which is equals to 8 times B. So I can say twice of L plus twice of B is equals to 8 times B. Now, if I subtract twice of B from both the sides, so I'm subtracting this from both the sides, I'm simply going to say twice of L. This term is obviously going to get cancelled out because I'm subtracting both sides by 2B, is equals to 8B minus 2B, which is equals to 6B. So I have 2L is equals to 6B. And now if I divide both sides by 2, so I'm going to divide this side by 2 and this side by 2, I can finally say that L is equals to 3B. So this is the final relation that I obtain and call this as third. Now guys, I have L is equals to 3B. Now if L equals to 3B and I put this in this first equation, so using third and first, I'm putting this L equals to 3B into first equation. I'm replacing, so I have area is equals to L into B. So I'm going to write L into B is equals to 18. But since I have L is equals to 3B, so I'm going to write 3B into B. I replace the value of L by 3B that I just obtained here is equals to 18. Or I can say B into B is B square, right? And I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So I can say that 3 by 3 it cancels out. So I can say B square is equals to 18 by 3, which is 6. Now I have the value of B square is equals to 6. So I can simply say that B is equals to under root 6. Now it's just going to be plus 6. It's not going to be minus 6 because breadth, it is a measure of length. And the length of something can never be negative. So I have B as root 6. Now if B is root 6, L is 3 times of B. So L is 3 times of B, which is equals to 3 times of root 6, which is equals to 3 root 6. So amazingly, now I have length as 3 root 6 and breadth as root 6. And they are positive in nature because length can never be negative. Now, I have the formula of perimeter as twice of L plus B, right? So, if I simply put the values of length and breadth in this, I'm going to get the value of the perimeter. So, if I use this formula of perimeter, so if you can see, I have already obtained the value of B. I have already obtained the value of L or length. So I have length, I have breadth. I'm simply going to put it in the formula of perimeter. So the formula of perimeter is P is equals to twice of L plus B, which is equals to twice of length is 3 root 6, breadth is root 6, which is equals to 2 times of 4 root 6. And twice of 4 root 6 is equals to 2 into 4, which is 8 root 6. And P is equals to 8 root 6, that we can finally simply say. Comparing with the options, we see that this matches with option B. So we say that the correct answer for this particular question, or the perimeter of that particular rectangle, where the area is 18 and length is 3 times of breadth, there the perimeter is 8 root 6 units, right? Correct answer is option B, which is 8 root 6. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।